Yeah, I've heard that before. Welcome to Ys Origin! So I played that last game, so I could show you this one. I'm your host, Nakatalili, joined by my good friend Elemental Ogre.
Is this the craziness we're gonna do now, where I'm gonna set up something just for you to play, and then it's gonna be like, yep, had you play those games so we could play this game.
It wouldn't be the first...
We spent months on that game.
It wouldn't be the first time I did this. What was the first time? Solstice, so I could then play Maristus? I think I remember booting up Maristus and saying, like, so I showed you that game, so I could show you this one.
I mean, come on, dude. It's been, what, 12 years since we've done this show? I can't remember everything you set up like that.
But anyway, Ys Origin. Wait, go ahead.
I remember halfway through Jet Force Gemini, that final episode of Season 1 of Dragon Ball Z Abridged came out, and we were like, oh, we gotta do the Bug Planet joke now.
They're all bug planets!
Well, do you remember the Bug Planet? Ah!
So, Ys Origin. This game came out much more recently than Ys 1 and 2. As you can see by the bottom of the screen, sometime in approximately 2006.
Oh, Xseed, too.
Yeah, this game was really... I forget what systems this was for, but it's on Steam, which is where I first played it. And the reason I wanted to show this off is that this game was actually my first personal interaction with the Ys series. I had maybe seen a video or two here and there of, like, Ys 3, maybe, but this is the first game that I played. And... lo and behold, this is a kind of a weird game to start on. Because this game takes place, let's say, 700 years before Ys 1 and 2.
I was gonna say, this is gonna be like the one odd one that doesn't have Adol as the main character.
Yeah, he is not... This is the one game in the Ys series that does not have Adol as the main character. And... it is, however, in the great chronology of Ys, still considered very important to the stories that he told, so even though it's not chronicled by him, this is still held alongside his books. And that's because this game takes place some 700-odd years before Ys 1 and 2, and it details a lot of things that set up Ys 1 and 2.
Is that the tower from Ys 1 in the background?
You bet your butt it is.
Okay, I can't remember the name of the tower, but I was like, that has to
Darm
be the
Tower.
Yeah, there we go.
So, yeah, this sets up a lot of things that would lead into Ys 1 and 2. And it's kind of the suggested gameplay order, even chronologically, this game came first. The suggested order is 1 and 2 before this one. And let me tell you, I played through probably 3/4 of this game, and I'll get into more details about this later on. But I played through probably 3/4 of this game, knowing nothing about the Ys series. Like, at all. And just having played through 1 and 2, looking back on my memories of this game, put so many blocks in place. Like, oh wow, that makes sense now, and that makes sense now, and that makes sense now. What the heck? So that brings us here. Ys Origin. It does not play at all like Ys 1 and 2. In fact, I think Ys 1 and 2 are the only games that play like Ys 1 and 2.
Where they have the bump mechanic.
Yeah. So we're going to start up a new game, as soon as I figure out which button it is. You have 3 characters you can play as, one of which we can't pick right now. There's Unica and Hugo. I'm going to... We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Because to get the whole story, you have to play as all 3 characters. But also, who wants to see the same game played through 3 times? The gameplay does change dramatically for each of the characters, so it would be a pretty decent, different experience. But we'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll do more editing, because I want to show off the whole plot of all 3 characters. I'm going to start with Unica. And the reason I'm starting with Unica is I feel like this will give everybody a better sense of the setting, because Unica has the least to do with the plot.
Could you, cycle down to the other guy real quick? That's what I thought. I like the fact that the guy is the mage, and the girl is like, here's my axe, I smash it into enemies' faces.
Also, I feel like Unica is just more fun to play, but that's just me.
The only thing I was going to say before we get started was the fact that it's Xseed, and I was like, oh, hey, they're the ones who do Story of Seasons, and I thought, I still have to find the one that we gotta do at some point of that game series.
Oh, what else did Xseed do?
That
comes to mind. There's some shmup or something that's notoriously difficult, or just well known, or something that they did.
I know they also do the Senra and Kagura games.
That's probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the Tiggle Biddies series.
That's probably what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, also, art style changes between the games, every game is a different artist or whatever. I think Origin is the only one that uses this artist. But I could probably be wrong. Anyway, let's go ahead and start up. Difficulty level, I have no idea. I'm just gonna go on normal.
Jadis, il avait un grand pays légendaire.
I have no idea what language that is. French or something.
That's a dead language. Crazy gibberish.
Quand appelé Is. Sur l'intervention des 10 jumelles et des 600, les grands pays prospéraient.
I remember hearing this story.
Les 10 avaient un trésor précieux, la perle noire. Elle avait des sortes de pouvoirs mystérieux. Avec la magie, on pouvait faire des miracles. Avec l'éclairia, on pouvait amplifier ses pouvoirs magiques.
Yeah, we just spent a long time learning about all of this stuff.
Grâce à elle, on croyait que les pouvoirs...
I mean, not that long. Those games were actually pretty quick to go through.
I mean, they're old games. Understandable.
Mais soudain, un désastre frappa.
Disaster is in English in this language.
Les démoniques sont apparus et ont commencé à envahir Is. Les forces diaboliques ont tout fait de ravager la terre, mais tous les habitants sont sauvés dans le temple de Salomon. On aurait dit la fin du monde. C'est alors la perle noire qui sauva Is de la ruine, car elle souleva les temples dans les airs. Mais, aussitôt après ces soulagements fugitifs, les démons ont construit une autre tour, et une nuée de monstres sont partis en direction du sanctuaire.
Fine, we'll come after you.
When did you get that tower? How long have we been waiting for this?
Un événement imprévu arriva dans le temple de Salomon. Quelle histoire! Les 10 jumelles, les descendantes de Is, ont toutes disparu. Dans une situation désespérée, les 600 ont pris une résolution.
Oh, I mentioned there are no games that take place before this one chronologically, because, you know, they all star Adol. But there are games that still detail the events that happened before this.
Enfin, les sangs, ils envahiront à la terre dévastée.
I don't actually remember how much of that story this game details, but I think I've already said that, like, the Black Pearl is kind of inherently destructive magic.
Isn't that the one we blew up at the end of East 2?
Sure is. Kind of?
I was gonna say, I don't think it really blew up. I think it's one of those, like, we think we blew it up, but it turns out it can't be destroyed or
Yeah, well, like,
something.
we blew it up. We saw that thing blow up. And then the friggin' goddesses were like, but we have to seal it by turning ourselves to stone. And it's like, no, it's gone. There was a cutscene. People heard the shattering.
And then I got mad because somebody said Naruto should hook up with Sakura, and I was like, bull fuck!
Get! Dang it! We just spent the whole half arc explaining why that's a bad idea. Yeah, you may remember, the Black Pearl kind of has inherently destructive powers, and the goddesses are able to control that and focus it into doing good. But the demons all show up because the Black Pearl goes out, runs wild a little.
Just tad.
Just a little. Also other reasons, but we'll get to that later probably.
Did you get the symbolism?
Well, look, I mean, they are goddesses.
The two feathers represent the goddesses and they disappeared. Did you get it?
I got it! I figured it out! I don't know, they look like trouble. Everybody looks so troubled.
God, how many ley lines is he gonna put down?
Cool, got a big spell to cast.
You know, I make that joke, but I really have no idea what those things are technically. Like magic circles or something?
I don't...
I say technically, but, you know, like what the proper word for them is.
Look, man, I don't play Black Mage.
Well, no, I meant, like, magically inclined as a whole.
Oh, I don't know. I've always just heard Magic Circle. Okay, so this is Unica?
Also, why was the use of the ancient language French? I don't really get that, but we're speaking English?
Yeah, don't worry about it too much. Look, the goddesses are just bilingual.
I think goddesses would technically be multilingual, if not omnilingual.
Okay, so, spoilers. Big spoilers. They're kind of not goddesses.
Oh my god. Are they like...
I'm not going to go into detail on that, though. That's in, like, other games.
No, it's going to be like, are they like MIDI, where technically he's an alien? And it's like, I'm still reeling over the fact that a dragon is an alien to the world. I'm like,
why does it say girl with braids? We chose her from the character select. We know her name.
Because we have not been properly introduced to her yet. Also, she hasn't said her name. Therefore, we're stupid and can't understand that.
Oh, maybe that was, maybe we were in that white orb that got hit by something and then we all shattered and flew everywhere.
I don't know. She said sudden impact, and my first thought was like third impact. No, that's a different series.
Sudden impact, my first thought is friggin' bringing out a conch shell.
A conch shell? What?
Gotta summon impact.
Oh, impact. Okay, I was like,
I hear sudden impact and I want to start singing.
like.
Oh, hey,
I
it's
was
the
just
Rototree!
I was just
Man,
thinking
this
of,
thing
like,
stuck around for a long time.
I was just thinking like SpongeBob. What? Why are you the one to make that SpongeBob reference?
Yay, we have her name now.
Oh wait, Tova was one of the books, wasn't it?
Maybe?
Or am I just kind of reaching for that? I don't remember. There were 6 books, and I remember like Fact was one of them.
Look, 6 is just a whole lot to remember.
I know. It's like I can remember 1 and then 2, but then 3 is a little hard for me.
3 starts to get a little complicated.
4's getting there. 5 is right out the door, and by 6 I'm just done.
Look, I remember Fact and Gemma.
You were always a chatterbox. It's a tree. It doesn't have a mouth.
Look, we've talked to this tree.
I get that.
I say we like we're Adol.
But I'm a little put off that she calls the tree a chatterbox.
Tova. I don't know. I think that was...
I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick.
I feel like it would be weird if it wasn't.
That head of the Thieves Guild was named Goban Tova. And he's a descendant of Priest Tova, so I think he's one of the... Yeah, it's one of the books.
Oh, maybe that was the reason he showed up in the end, the weirdo. I couldn't figure out why he got there. Oh, does that mean the girl isn't? The sick girl wasn't a descendant of the priests?
What sick girl?
The girl that was about to die from her chronic sickness that had a crush on Adol.
I don't know. I'm apparently his sister was the fortune teller, and she like dies in almost every other version.
Okay, she just disappeared. I choose to believe that she disappeared.
It literally says her fate is ambiguous in the TG16 version, so...
I like to believe that she just,
like
ran off and hid away somewhere.
But, she, like, in every other version, I think she canonically dies, so...
Okay, so we saw in the intro, goddesses left, and we don't know why. Like, they left East, and we don't know why.
Oh, is it Lilia? Is Lilia the girl that
Yeah, I
was
think it
sick?
was Lilia.
Okay, I'm looking into it.
Yep, that sure is a tower. It's a tree! What's he gonna do? Fall over in their way?
I don't know. Have you ever seen a tree root really hard?
I mean, yeah, that tower is kind of full of demons.
That doesn't say she's a descendant of the priestess.
Oh, okay.
Like, the only thing that they get is, like, apparently in the OVA, she had Darm's minion's blood put into her for, like, an emergency transformation by Keith fact, but...
What the crap?
But that's an OVA, so I don't know. I don't know the canonicity of that.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna state officially it is non-canon. I will make that decision. Okay, so we have seen that we are a descendant of one of the... We are not necessarily descendant. We're part of one of the priest families. But, like, we can't use magic at all. Have zero gift for it. So we have to rely on axing dudes.
Well, didn't Adol start out without magic? Like, he gained it in the second game.
Yeah, like, he can use magic in the right setting. He wasn't prepared for it. But, like, Unica can't do jack. Just straight up cannot magic nothing.
And there's that one section of the tower.
Yeah, that little thing sticking off to the side. That's like... It's an iconic part of Darm Tower. Otherwise, it's... You see that and you go, oh, right. I know that tower.
That spiraling staircase outside that is totally not OSHA compliant. I could tell you right now that thing has no railings on it whatsoever.
I forget if it does or not. I'm sure we'll be there.
The art style reminded us. They also do the trail of the trail series.
Oh.
I think that's that one Lenny's really into.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I hadn't even heard of that series until Lenny started talking about it.
I think I heard about it like Linkara did a video because a patron made him do it on it, and then like Lenny started talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, this video. I remember that.
Oh no, they're surrounded by demons. Looks like we'll have to axe.
Let me ask you a question. Oh, why every time she swings the axe? You think it's Dino or Dino?
I don't know. How did they spell his name in Flintstones?
Did like that Dino?
I think it's Dino then.
I don't know if it's supposed to be like a Dino thing where it's
I don't
like...
know. Flintstones has set the... They've set the standard. It's Dino.
Yes, everything is set by the Flintstones.
Well, I mean, they came first.
Yeah, they came
by
first.
by several million years.
After the honeymooners.
You're gonna give me okay, good. You are gonna give me a tutorial. So you can play this with a keyboard. I'm playing with a controller. Swing your weapon. Jump. You can jump and swing your weapon. Lunge attack. What's that one? Attack immediately after coming to a stop.
How is that a lunge attack?
Attack during the ascent of a jump. Attack during the descent of a jump. Okay, that's cool, I guess. Cool stuff. Let me tell you. Combat in this game feels so good.
It looks really interesting.
What is boost mode? And it just gets crazy over the course of the game. Normal? Boosted. Okay, when Unica's boost gauge reaches 100%, press the boost button to activate boost mode. When you do it, you do things.
I just like see this, like, she can't use magic whatsoever, but I can tap into key. Aren't those the same thing? No, they're not!
I'm just mashing buttons, but that works. Low end stuff, cool. So, combat in this game feels so good, though. I pushed myself harder in this game than I've pushed myself in almost any game I've ever played. because the combat felt so good. Maybe. Yes, gallant and graceful.
I'll keep chopping into you until you're dead! And maybe somewhat past it! Just like the commander himself.
Yeah, strength is all I have. So I got pumped! So the... I know we're not paying as... We're kind of BSing around. We're not paying as much attention to the individual lines of dialogue in this game, and I'm not reading all this dialogue out. Because, A, there's a lot more dialogue in this game, by virtue of it not being a game from, I don't know, like the 30s. But also, in a more JRPG-like fashion, it's not a JRPG, obviously, but in a more JRPG-like fashion, and in a more current game-like fashion, they use a lot of words to tell you very little.
That kind of thing.
So, like, I'm not even paying attention to most of the dialogue here, and I guarantee I'll come out of this understanding pretty much what they said. Which, I kind of feel bad that this was... I don't know as much about current trends, but I kind of feel bad that this was a trend in writing dialogue for a time. Because, like, I want to enjoy your plot, but friggin' get to the point. Like, be concise, tell me what you're trying to tell me.
No, I'm doing it on purpose because that's how I manipulate people. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Axe to the face.
And that's what I'm here for. Okay, so this game, like, not combat-wise, but, like, overarching gameplay-wise, this game does play a lot like Ys 1 and 2. Which is to say it's kind of a linear Metroidvania, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Like, your base skill set won't really change, but you will, like, hit barriers that you have to go find the correct item to let you get back, or get past, many of which give you new ways of moving about and new capabilities. But nothing is ever, like, too over the top. You're not gonna, like, oh, I got the space jump and the screw attack now, how about that? But you do get some neat stuff. It functions a lot like Ys 1 and 2, like we mentioned.
Listen, all I'm thinking of is he mentioned something about assembling a search party, and all I'm thinking of is, Doyle, search party of 2. You can eat when you find the other group. But I can't remember the family names now, but oh god, that was a great bit.
I miss him.
Especially when Dan Versus referenced that. That was out of left field, kind of like, I'm sorry, did we just reference Mitch Hepburn all of a sudden? From Dan Versus? You know, they're trying to shop that around again.
Dan Versus?
Yeah. Which I'm all for that. That was a pretty good show.
Yeah, I feel like it had its moments. I didn't see much of it, but I did feel like it kind of wore itself thin. But it had its moments, where every now and then you went, oh, no, that was good. You got something here. They haven't changed that jingle.
But can I smash people with it? No, I recommend you not do that. Darn.
Okay, so the attack button is the confirm button. I had been hitting jump, which I think is cancel. But if you punch it with holy power...
It turns into a save point. I mean, a goddess statue.
Oh, so the demons put all these goddess statues in this tower preemptively. We just wanted to make sure save points were evenly distributed through this tower, but we didn't want you to actually use them, so we went ahead and corrupted them.
Wait, was I right and that is the save point?
Probably.
I was gonna say, it's like... Did you really? I was right? I was just kidding.
I think it's a save point, and it also gives you the option to, to teleport you between the statues.
Oh, thank God.
So it's also fast travel.
I ain't gonna lie, Yeast 1 and 2 was kind of interesting, but oh boy, you had to trek everywhere.
And, like, they did I mean, they gave you it's kind of the same as the teleport spell. Almost. Yeah. Only, I think you have to actually find a statue. Yeah, That's okay, though. That's okay, though, because current game design dictates that they're actually reasonably spaced out, and you don't have to go through friggin' dumb crap. Hey, we got one of them! That's that thing that let us talk to that guy, like, once. And then was never used again. Yeah, it's a Link Pearl.
In what game? I mean, you said Link Pearl, and I immediately understood what everything about that was, but I don't recall which character we were talking about that we used that for.
It was in East 2. It was in the Ice Town. Some dude gave us that, and said yeah, it was some old guy. It was the same guy who gave us the armor. He was like, oh yeah, do this, and you can contact me, or I can contact you when something happens, and he used it like once.
Oh, is that like the dad at the very end? Like when you find... Yes! Yeah, when you find the boyfriend all frozen and goes like, about your girlfriend.
Okay, now rest assured, we've seen a lot of dialogue here, but also basic introductory tutorials get you the feel of the game and know the basics of it before they set you loose and let you go have fun. So, important thing of note, we are in the bottom of Darm Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Because we just crashed out near the Rhoda tree and then we traveled here to Darm Tower to try to go up. Literally, you remember how the, like, half of East 1 was Darm Tower?
I'm assuming the entirety of this is Darm Tower.
This entire game is Darm Tower.
Darn it.
But yeah, now we're free to run around, but we've also been at this for like 35 minutes, so we've got that out of our way. Next time, we are climbing Darm Tower. And it's just a little bit different from when Adol saw it.
It'll be a darn good time.
Yeah, it's like a decade or two different.
A decade or two? It's a few centuries different.
Yeah, you know, like, gameplay design and all.
Oh, yeah, what gameplay design? I was gonna say, I think the floors are different now. I don't remember those goddess statues being put in. And they took away the fountain? Aww.
How dare.
I just tied the whole room together.